All right, ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys are having a great evening. Welcome back to another edition. I am Blue Ridge Silverhound. I'm your host for the evening. And if you love collecting coins, then this is the place for you. Today, we're going to change kind of direction, and we're going to be talking about more of the classic type coins that we don't typically see in circulation, but as a standalone series, they make a great collection. And we're going to be focusing on a few different selections of mine. Some of my favorites. I've noticed the trends as far as the market, how much various coins of various decades or year ranges sell for. And there's no better coin to look at than the Mercury dime. These small little dimes right here are probably one of the most widely collected in U.S. coinage. It's a favorite for all age groups, from young and old alike. They are easy to profit from because everybody loves collecting them. Everybody loves selling them. It's just an overall popular design that you cannot go wrong if you decide that you wanted to head in this general direction. If you wanted to get away from the moderns and you're tired of looking through pocket change, then getting into some of the more classic designs is definitely the way to go for not only fulfilling your collecting needs and desires, but to also take a strong consideration of your future as well. If you need to liquidate these coins, you certainly want to don't collect some of the more unpopular designs like the 3-cent nickel or the Liberty Head nickel, to name a few. So when it comes to Mercury dimes, it spans from 1916, okay, at the very beginning of the dime series for the Mercury design, all the way up to 1945. So it's a pretty wide range for your collecting needs. One thing you want to take into consideration that it is such a large volume of different dates and ranges. If you wanted to put together a year set from 16 all the way to 45, you could certainly do so. Depending on how much you want to spend, you could get pretty mild with it, or you could do sky's the limit. Some of these coins can get absolutely crazy. Or you could do something what I like to do. It's called a short set. Basically, you're just focusing on one date range. For example, the silver war nickels of 1942 to 45 during the Jefferson design era is considered a short set because it's a typeset with just a specific composition of manganese and silver alloy, and you get the big picture. For the Mercury dimes, you can collect the 40s. It is a short set because it's from 40 to 45, but they're so common. You would collect it merely as, kind of, I guess, for fun. Well, that's what coin collecting is. But if you're going to look at a decade, which is really underrated, it's really under the radar right now, and it's going to be one of those decades that's going to be absolutely steaming hot to collect, that would be the 1920s. The 30s, not a bad decade. It gets really plentiful. The 1931 D and S coins from the Mercury dime series is a little bit tougher date, especially in the BU category, but the 1930s decade is not really a huge type to collect because it's as plentiful as the 1940s in the Mercury dime series. So the 1920s prevents, or it doesn't prevent anything, but it presents a lot of challenges. Okay, that's why it's such a exciting decade to collect. You do have a few coins that have smaller mintages. So the 1921, the 21D, and the 26S are going to be your main coins that are going to cost you a lot more money. Now, please keep in mind, if you're going to collect this and you want to get serious, there is a specific type of grade that I would aim for if you're going to collect this short set, the 1920s. And I wouldn't go anything lower than an AU, simply for the fact that if you're going to get serious and you're going to buy high-end coins, you want to be able to make sure that you could cover the about uncirculated condition for some of those tougher dates, like a 21, 21D, and 26S. Those are going to be your coins that are going to cost around $1,000. I'm not going to kid you. But if you're going to do AU for those coins, you could do brilliant uncirculated for the rest of the 1920s dates. And then you'll be looking in that $200 to $500 range for some of your nicer middle of the road mint state 64, 65 coins. And these are going to be coins that later on down the road, you know, let's say if you're young, you're in high school, you want to collect this short set all together, you know, you just put together about $10,000 to put together the 1920 short set. I guarantee you this is something you could sell and then possibly make more money, especially if you get the nice well-struck coins that exhibit the full split bands on the reverse, that middle set of fascies that's held up against the olive branch. So if you're able to get some that are really nice, well-struck, problem-free examples, this is definitely the way to go. So the 1920s, definitely one that I would pick. The teens, the 1910s from 16 to 1919 is prohibitively expensive and difficult. It's just one, you know, that you got the 1916D, which is the key date in the series, and then higher grade, brilliant uncirculated examples in any of those dates is going to set you back an arm and a leg. You know, sometimes $2,500 and up, tens of thousands of dollars in some instances. So unless you have deep pockets or you really want to go for that type of grade in those earlier dates, then by all means go for it. But as far as well-rounded, easy to liquidate later on, you're going to get a lot of satisfaction from it, and it's going to be something that not everybody else has. Everybody else has the 1940s Mercury dimes and high grades. They're just not that special, and there's way too many of them. So I hope this video has been somewhat of a help. If you guys love the information, go ahead and like the video. I want to get a record amount of likes on this one, or dislikes, I don't know. But, well, not too many dislikes, but it's great. The Mercury Dime series is one of my favorites. I've collected the whole date range a few times over. There are certain stoppers, you know, like the 16D and 21Ds. I haven't really gotten high grades in. The 16D, I just couldn't see myself putting down any more money up and above and beyond a VF. So, you know, it is very challenging. But I hope you guys, you know, take your collecting further. You start exploring in other short series, and you absolutely will not go wrong. But yeah, this is a really fun coin to collect. I appreciate your guys' time. Please do comment. Please share the video. You know, you can share it on social media. Again, you know, hit that like button, mash it a few hundred times if you so inclined. And thanks again, and I'll see you guys soon. You guys take care.